Hey, are you a cynic? Let's be honest, we are all cynical at times. It sounds smart, doesn't it? When being cynical, it sounds like we have figured people out. It sounds cool, clever, even mature. But if you think about it, cynicism is not really wisdom. Where does it come from? Well, perhaps it comes from some hidden pain which has hardened over time into some form of defense mechanism, even fake identity. But if you are not careful, it may quietly and slowly degrade your humanity. Today I want to talk about what cynicism really is, why we become cynical, how it may harm us, and what we can do to protect ourselves from falling into its trap. Before I continue, if you're new here, please subscribe to the Awakening channel and press the bell button so you get notified when I have new videos for you. So what is cynicism? It is the habit of assuming the worst about people, motives, and outcomes. It says people are selfish. Kindness is fake. Everybody has an agenda. Don't trust too much. Don't hope too much. Just don't care too much. At first glance, cynicism can look like cautious discernment. But there is an important difference. Discernment is based upon objective observation. But cynicism is just based upon the intuitive assumption that things are going to be bad. Now, discernment enables you to stay open to find the truth. But cynicism closes you up early. Once the mind and the heart close up early, it is very hard to feel wonder, trust, gratitude, or compassion. Why do we become cynical? Usually it's not because we are evil or cold. Usually it's because we have been hurt. Maybe we trusted people who disappointed us. Maybe we worked hard and were treated unfairly. Perhaps we gave our best and were met with indifference, hypocrisy, even betrayal. Maybe we just cared too much for too long and simply got tired. When disappointment repeats enough times, the mind starts building up a wall of protection. It says, never again. I'll expect less from people, so I won't get hurt as much. It says, if I don't believe in people too deeply, they won't let me down too deeply. Now, in that sense, you see, cynicism usually starts as self-protection. That's understandable. But what starts as protection can become a prison over time, because cynicism doesn't only change how we see other people, it also changes what we are able to feel. When cynicism grows, empathy, curiosity, and patience all shrink. So is our ability to see goodness in other people. And eventually, we stop meeting people as people. We start to meet them as threats, disappointments, or disappointments waiting to happen. Now that could be a serious loss, because to lose humanity in others is also to lose humanity in ourselves. If we stay cynical for long enough, we may become sharp, but not really wise, protected, but not alive. And there is another danger. Cynicism often makes us think we are realistic, when we're actually seeing one part of reality. Yes, people can be selfish, institutions can fail, and disappointment is real. But so is kindness, loyalty, courage, and the quiet goodness of ordinary people doing their best every day. Now, cynicism takes the broken pieces of reality and call it a whole picture. But when that happens, our vision becomes distorted. So how do we guard against cynicism? Not by pretending that everything is fine, not by forcing positivity. We guard against cynicism by staying truthful without becoming hardened. First, pause before you conclude. Now, a disappointment by someone is not always a revelation of the person's true character. Sometimes it's just a bad moment, a misunderstanding, or miscommunication. Second, separate pain from truth. Ask yourself, am I seeing clearly? Or am I just reacting to an old wound? Now that question alone may save us from many unfair conclusions. And third, stay close to real goodness. Cynicism grows when we only focus on hypocrisy, betrayal, and noises. But when we start noticing honesty, humility, and quiet kindness, our perspectives will shift and start to stay balanced. Fourth, stay curious. Cynicism says, I already know it. But curiosity says, what else might be true that I don't know yet? That shift keeps the mind, the heart open. And finally, set boundaries without sealing your heart, without closing yourself up. True, you do not need to trust people blindly. You do not need to be hurt repeatedly. But protection is not the same as bitterness. To live the virtue of humanity is not to believe that everyone is good. It is to refuse to become less human because the world has disappointed us. Now that is the real challenge. Can we protect ourselves without becoming hard? I believe we can. Not perfectly, not always easily, but we can choose, again and again, not to let pain turn into contempt. We can choose not to mock goodness just because goodness is vulnerable. If cynicism has been growing in you, don't shame yourself. Notice it. Understand where it came from. Then ask yourself, how could I stay wise but open? What does it look like to be careful but not cold? How could I protect my heart without losing my humanity? That's the path. Not innocence, not hardness, but awake, compassionate, and discerning humanity. That is worth protecting. Why? Because we want to stay joyful. I hope this resonates with you. If you like the video, please press like and subscribe to the Awakening channel to stay in touch. Thank you.